Hello, welcome to Jade Gaming. Observing here the 38th session. Would it be at this point? Are we that far?
We've been sitting here for days.
Yeah, 38.
38th. New Divines, Dungeons & Dragons campaign. Austin is Rolfur, Eric is Stan, David is Terry, Bob is the old man, Ryan is Billy. Last time, y'all mostly passed through a month of time, though I gather there's a few tail end things they're doing. Stan riding around with some Tupperware salesmen, partying and having dragon steaks to spread good word to the people. Old man expanding his network of schools and spies, and expanding the current school, and another thing on my list here. What else did you do? And banks. Yep. Billy over there, he was most of the time really went into building a union between two organizations that are diametrically opposed, but he's managed to convince them to work together.
Bards and wizards, like, I don't know.
But Terry, formed a political and physical union with the Jade Empress. And of course, Rolfur, doing the Lord's work, has gathering basically through Misu magic without rest, been contacting everyone who has died in an entire kingdom since the gods disappeared. And then went on to some of the people from another kingdom near the tail end of that once you had finished going through all those books. Now, before giving you your follower numbers, I think some of you had some things you were doing during that time, some minor details you wanted to add. Go.
So, while we were resting, while we had our month apart, Terry made a variety of items and enchantments, which he bestowed on everybody. So we have the old man getting an immovable rod and a stat tome. We have Stan, the healing man, who got a magic broom made of diamonds, and also a stat tome. Billy Bonka has a ring of spell storing and a stone of good luck. Then Rolfur has a dagger of blind sight, proof parry against poison, and I did do some math since last on the diplomat pouches that Alice wanted.
Okay.
I realized that there's a more economical way. If she wants all uncommon items, I can make almost 10 times the number if I spend a little bit more time casting, using my luck charges and doing stuff over multiple days.
Okay.
So she actually gets 30.
Okay, that works out well, because that's an item that is I could pass a note to whoever I write this to as long as they have a pouch, so just...
Yep.
Why couldn't I have 30 immovable rods? If I had known this was an option, I would have had way more fun.
If you wouldn't get a stat tome.
If you wanted to turn off, if you want this to give me back the stat tome.
No, that's fine. Go get your own.
I did. I got a stat, and Terry got himself a stat tome and a stone of good luck as well. Everybody got a variety of enchantments from Terry and some from Billy Bonka. Also, the Jade Empress and the Jade Emperor are now telepathically bonded.
Ew.
Let's do you part.
No, like,
Wait,
they are
it's the
going
telepathic bond that you go ooh to? Not the
Ew.
dragon-human relations?
Oh, no, that's fine. They can bump cloacas.
In the fantasy world, it happens, right?
Yeah.
And I do have, so all of that stuff that Terry's done only takes a few hours every day. The rest of the time, he is
as before, building relationship.
and
Sure.
physically building. He is improving and cleaning and creating for the Jade Emperor, and the Jade Empress's castle.
You know,
Are they working
you're
out?
starting to get a little muscle underneath all that fat. No one can
He's-
tell, but you know.
Terry has always had he's got 10 strength. He's not a slouch. But he's got 10 strength and 10 dexterity. He takes care of himself. It's just he eats 10 times the calories that he should.
Have you tried calories?
Hey man, get on that sumo diet.
Yeah, Terry, you're stronger than I am.
Anyone else doing things that were not?
I think he covered the bookkeeping stuff.
And were y'all meeting in Nexon?
I can't teleport, so I fucking.
you
Yeah,
can't
I was
teleport
gonna
and
need to
Stan
pick
can't
one.
teleport. But
I mean, I just wandered the countryside.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a lift.
he's down by the
You know,
coast.
Okay.
So anyone come pick me or Bob up?
But
Yeah,
where is the plan to meet? Because either Alice can bring the old man somewhere, or
Yeah, if Alice could just actually, if I say let's meet at the Forbidden Temple, but that's because of favoritism.
Okay.
If we want to instead meet at
well, if you want to go pick up Stan, she can bring the old man there. So
actually, you know what? Here's what it relies on. How difficult is it after the 30 days to get a hold of the old man? Does the old man respond to prayers? Does he say that he's ready to go?
Been staying in my
He's
inn. I set the dedeadline. This was my plan.
Yeah, but
no,
It might
you're
be-
still in the telepathic group. So
okay,
I like you hung it up on us.
presumably it's the where are we meeting, and Alice is like, where do you want to find me? Here's a tree that I could use. You just show up there.
Terry, if no one says anything, Terry will suggest the Forbidden Palace,
Well,
which now has gold and jade filigreed pagodas.
Alice is very used to going there because she also has a room there.
Yep. Terry may have made her a 6-foot-long stuffed dragon that can hold her weight.
Ooh.
Well,
Oh, okay.
Since
No,
I-
not
I
with
didn't
your
know what a
perception. You
pagoda
wouldn't have
was.
noticed.
since we're talking about teleporting people around and meeting up and all of that stuff over the telepathic bond, I asked people where do we think would be best to set up my first tunnel, as far as being able to use Billy's warp tunnel for instant transportation from location to location. Would we want to set it up near whatever, Nexon or the great cities near the Wizard Tower, or do we want to have it go to the Jade Empire?
You know, the last time you tried to create some kind of method of quick transport, didn't you launch yourself into space?
Yeah, but this one,
Successfully.
yeah, I did it. I got up there.
Did you say you survived? Were you about to say you survived?
Well, I'm still alive, so probably. I survived until I got up there.
Have any of us seen this in action?
You have a telepathic link.
It's like, you can watch me as I do it.
Yeah, he can remember his the glory of space.
No. I'm talking about this new.
No,
new
he just
spell.
he could show you an image of this foggy barrier that's probably in the courtyard outside, where a cart would usually load up. Or you probably just set up a side where here's the
Yeah.
first of the barriers, and you just need to connect it.
Yeah, I just need to connect this up to something.
I mean, I run it by the Jade Empress and our advisors.
I mean, is the purpose just bring in new foods.
I mean,
People like
it.
food.
All right, yeah, let's go. I mean, is it permanent?
I'll make it permanent.
His version is.
Yeah, let's get a permanent gateway between our cities.
So he uses his new spell, the 7th level gateway spell, and casts one in his courtyard, and then so if he's going to your place, probably find somewhere near like a shipping district, a warehouse district where things can be stored and then work to be sold to retail from there, I'm guessing.
Okay.
Yeah, so probably just put it there, that way minimal cart distance as far as buy a warehouse, literally put it inside the warehouse where you can either just unload immediately or ride out of the warehouse to control access.
And now we have here Billy's warp tunnel. Go from one place to another place instantaneously.
Genius, I say, genius.
And we've got these bards playing for you. There's no easy way of knowing which direction you are going. Just fucking terrifying.
While I'm setting it up, I also, if I still have any of the people from Honeytugger, the Wizards College there, I want them to be there to be able to learn it as I do it as best I can.
You don't necessarily have anyone from the Wizard's Tower with you, and they would learn it more from the writings anyways than so.
Well, I'll need somebody to copy it into wizard lingo, because
Aren't you wizard?
No.
Oh, you're bard?
Yeah, I'm a bard.
Okay.
He went to the Bards College?
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I didn't feel like he was still a wizard anyways. Yeah, don't worry about that at some point.
So,
Probably at some point you will need to cast one down in their area just for the sake of...
oh yeah, no, I'm going to go over there so they'll be able to be connected to Dalport and
But
the rest of the tunnel.
But otherwise, I guess with this one connected, that puts you into Koshkot for meeting up. I also bring the old man. Does anyone go get Stan?
I mean, yeah, we talk to him and see where he is and go and get him.
Yeah, he's in another city. So to get back is 2 teleports to get him in back. Otherwise, here at the point you're getting to day 150 after spending your month with that. You want some followers?
Yep.
Show me my glory, Adam. I want to know what I did.
So we got 150?
He didn't say.
Old man, you get 6,180 followers.
Yes.
6,180.
Rolfur, you get 6,500.
Hey, who got the first number?
Old man.
Old man. Stan,
6,000.
you get 6,270.
Nice.
Terry, you get 6,002.
I'm the Jade Emperor. What the fuck?
I specifically didn't mention
Yeah,
you were
he
the
did
Jade
not
Emperor.
mention-
It was dead.
Yeah, he didn't mention
I'm
either.
finding out this after the. You did me dirty. You did me dirty.
You
I told
don't
all
know
your
how
family.
many everyone is getting. All you know is you got over 6,000.
Yeah, exactly. I did good work.
And Billy, you get 6,156.
Yes, I
Okay.
specifically didn't tell them.
Also, David, you
demand-
rolled Snake Eyes.
I demand luck points on that. I demand it.
And remember, you did get all your family, probably.
Yeah, he did mention family, so.
Demand a luck roll on that. It's bullshit.
Demand away.
God of luck my ass. My fat ass.
As they say, tough toenails.
Icky.
Well, that does put me at 9,300.
Well, obviously, anything that needs questions answered, we'll do between sessions. If you noticed, rank 11 was 5,000, so pretty sure you all got to that.
Did we make it?
Did anybody make it to rank?
I think that needs 10,000, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Also,
12
all
is
of
10.
you have a vast majority of your followers already dead now.
Good, good.
That is now the case for all of you.
They can't change their mind.
In fact, that is now the case, I believe, for everyone, because he was saying others, so...
Everyone except Nem.
You said that you were also mentioning her. You did not tell her about it, but... Or, them, sorry.
No, he specifically left Nim out of the...
He left Nim out of the communication about what was going on and praying to. He did not pray to Nim to, say, gather followers. Probably because not wanting to risk anything that might qualify as worship to...
No, he left her out of the elevator pitch of the Pantheon stuff, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
That
I've
was
been leaving
not
her
what
out.
he said a couple of sessions ago.
He said that pretty expressly that he was leaving her out.
He said last session when communicating the information about what he was doing.
No, she was cut out of the...
But but he said that he was just doing the basic information from the pamphlet originally, which had no details about Nim, other than Nim is the god of death. I think that is the extent of the knowledge that was put in about Nim.
That's why I made that mention last time. I have to actually say things. I can't just think it. Because I constantly think, of course I don't mention Nim. That's just assumed. I would never mention her. I would offer her no bones at my table.
Yeah, so Nim was not mentioned.
But yes, the intention was to not include her.
Well, they were included enough to get to about where you guys were before. Save for Yertle, by the way, and Jack.
Yeah, of
The
course
ones
I
that you
mentioned them.
basically know nothing about.
Yeah, I mentioned them. That's mostly important because the reason I wanted to include them is that gets them to their demi-plane, which gets people out of the river. So yes, we'll just retroactively say that, yeah, I included Nim, just so that she'd have a demi-plane, so that people that do worship her don't end up in the river, because that's definitely a higher
especially
priority.
because I'm sure with their follower base, a lot of them probably are dead, so...
God, she probably makes a demi-plane that is just the fucking river.
You haven't spoken to them about it, so you don't know.
I'm just prejudiced.
I am aware. Otherwise, you are now gathered. Just, are we hosting some sort of event that I should prepare something?
Is it profoundly uncool if I take Create Undead pick?
I mean, it's not profoundly uncool.
It's just normally uncool.
Yeah, it's just regular uncool. I'm not to the point in my pantheon where I'm making strong lines on dead or not dead. I would frown upon it, but not particularly hard.
Yeah, you frown at me a lot anyway.
So it's not a rule, it's just a facial expression.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like, that's a face, not a cop. I do what I want.
I'm likely to eventually reach a point where I make a thing of, like, undead isn't allowed, but at this point, no. A little too fledgling to start making sweeping rules on people. I'll wait until my dominion is concrete and assured.
Wow, 6th level cleric spells. Nothing good.
So, yeah, we meet back up.
Yeah.
I would like to say that the Jade Emperors are have prepared a feast for the day. So there's like a celebration.
With how you
It's
are.
a celebration.
The Jade Union.
Well,
Yes, the Jade Union, the Jade Couple.
well, unless you guys have secret rolls of the dead, I should have everyone from Jade Country covered now.
Awesome. That's amazing. Thank you.
So yeah, let her know she's welcome.
Oh yeah, she knows everything. Like Terry doesn't.
Everyone feels that. They're like, because I can imagine that. I do it after one day, and they're like, oh yeah, I have gotten a few more. And after this, I've just seen them numbers rolling in, like, my goodness. Get him those rolls of the dead. That's the money.
Yep.
Yeah, I got Honey Tongue trying to collect them for you, for people who didn't.
Well,
write.
again, like I said, this is not this. He finished this probably around the 3rd week, so the last tail end of that is stuff from the Honey Tongue already that they've already gathered. So,
Trying to get them to
during-
collect that.
During our feast, Terry would like to propose. Would it be okay during the holiday that you guys are preparing?
Yeah.
I think that we should like this thing that you've done for the last 30 days. I think that we should like have some kind of ceremony or plaque or statue of you or something that we should have in to let people know that the God of Remembrance is becoming is actively saving people's ancestors.
No, so we want a Memorial Day.
Yeah, let's have. Oh, that's even better. Today will be a Memorial Day.
Your Independence Day. I'm sorry.
So
Continue.
we're going to. So it'll be a celebration of the records of the dead, and a celebration of the gods saving the dead.
Yes, gods, plural.
And I'll make a stone like a 30-foot tall stone statue of Rolfur that we'll put somewhere of honor, like on a mountaintop or something, like the Jesus statue.
Wunderbar. This gives me a reason to create candy skulls.
I mean, ideally, you put it somewhere like near the cemetery or where the rolls were kept. As in, I'm guarding over those records.
That's cool. Yeah, we'll do that. But
And plant a tree, a big one,
what? Okay.
a ginkgo
Sure.
tree. It's my holy item.
So we'll.
Holy symbol's a ginkgo leaf. My tree's gonna be in all my temples when I get them.
Very cool. But Adam, more underhandedly, this celebration of the of remembrance is absolutely a show of superiority of the Jade Empire, because we had ready for the God of Remembrance the
you were all
records of the
prepared.
dead.
No one else was ready for.
So the people of the Jade Empire are remembered and saved. So
Through cultural
Now-
values and the value they put on family.
now, because other countries are now going to have the issue where their people are going to be like, wait, are my parents suffering in a river of pain?
Yeah.
Why isn't my
They are.
king doing anything about this?
They absolutely are.
So, people that are being sent out to this is stuff that's being prepared literally today that we're talking about and coming up with and this, the Jade Couple are gonna, as long as she's. I mean, I don't think that she has a problem with making the Jade Empire superior. Let's go ahead and spread this holy day.
It's about time
We'll
y'all
send
did
out
something.
envoys. We'll send out envoys tomorrow.
All right.
With pamphlets, of course.
Pamphlets are always required.
The holy pamphlet.
Passing out tracks. Otherwise, yeah. You and sort of put together a nice meal as well. The dining hall is quite beautiful. Old man, you definitely noticed that, man, a lot of work has been put into fixing this place up.
Yeah, since I have been here.
Yeah. It's like you were here when literally one room had been done.
Hey, good for them, you know? Good for them. That's what I said. I said good for them.
Yeah, and we have the outside, which is a stronghold of the druidry, and the inside, which has the stronghold of the wizardry.
They are absolutely both. Plants
Awesome.
grow into inside, and there are also accessible like crafting tables and workstations on the outside of the building, or things like. I mean, it is definitely intertwined. Because from the original design, it was one god. He might be inspired by this plant to want to build this. It was.
So you could say it's a marriage of two different things?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
while I'm here in Kashkat, I want to give a copy of my novel to the Donut Lady.
Okay.
Very important that the Donut Lady has a novel.
Yeah.
I mean, do you
So-
arrange any deals with selling product through her store?
I bring it up to her and see if she'd be interested in either getting supplies or selling stuff from the.
I mean, if you're shipping here now, she's like, I'm able to convert a lot of what used to be my kitchen into more retail space, given the
I'd say that sounds good.
Arcane edition. So
Good to me. And it's like we'll have to get you hooked up with Chuck's chocolate factory, and he'll be able to send stuff over through the warp gate that I've set up. It's like, yes, this sounds good.
So, Adam, there is one more thing that we might need to celebrate.
Yeah.
So, 30 days is a very short amount of time biologically.
yes,
However, it is still technically beyond the about 2 weeks minimum to tell if somebody's pregnant.
nothing that you know of so far.
I don't even get a luck roll? Ah.
Hey, I mean, you've been slamming her like a screen door in the wind. Why don't you just be a little patient?
Bob, if you're gonna make inappropriate comments, you have to be on screen.
How is that inappropriate? That's an accurate description.
It's kind of vulgar. I don't know. There's something about screen door in the wind that just doesn't sound
That's
romantic.
It's because it's really recognizable. It's loud and constant. I think it's perfect
Keeps
analogy.
you up all night.
It keeps you up all night. That's right. You don't lock it down, you're gonna break something.
Mind and body. So,
But I will let you have a luck roll.
I'll give credit for that to Bob's comment.
Oh, I was gonna take credit for that.
Yeah, so let's see if you scale the lizard woman.
18 plus. What is my bonus? 4. So 22.
Okay.
Is the DC higher because I was rude? So I take credit for that too.
David rolls a 22.
Also,
on
I
his-
do have a. This has nothing to do with celebration,
Mhm.
but I do have a question that is not important to the characters at all, but to me personally. Has Sora started to gain weight?
Oh god, are you fattening her up?
Why wouldn't she eat with me?
She'll eat with you.
Eat
incredible.
more.
Is she using wild shape to keep paladins off?
David, do I have to bring up screen doors again? You know exactly what's happening.
She is all right. I mean, she's not like skinny to begin with, though. I mean, she's got nothing on you, but she's definitely got the wider hips, the kind of
It's a lot of woman.
yeah.
What do reptiles look like when they get fat?
Well,
They get big old chunky tails.
Yeah, that's why.
Have you ever played Monster Hunter? The Great Gygus?
Have a big old belly.
I'm pretty sure that they
Big
just
belly,
get big fat tails.
Donkey Kong.
Like
Yep, the Lizard King.
Yeah, the
yeah,
Bowser?
King
No.
K. Rool.
King K. Rool.
Yeah.
That name sounds horrible.
That's what.
Please
it's
take
called.
note who's saying that. That name sounds horrible.
So after a meal, do you take the night here and make plans for the following day? What's the?
I feel like now that we've got all of our ducks in a row, it's time to start exploring some of the places that Stan has kindly scouted for us.
Actually,
Unless we want to go to Rolfur's hometown, wherever that happens.
Small.
if I'm not mistaken, Stan's hometown is the place that has the Tiefling King. Is that right?
Nope.
Whose place is that?
That would be tied into Rolfur's backstory.
Oh yeah, Rolfur has like
What,
a
Thorvale?
King Bard.
Ruled by
Well,
Tiefling Paladin.
it's low on my
Fear.
priority, but I would like to go and visit that worshiper of mine at some point.
King Fear, who usurped the kingdom about 20 years ago.
Attaboy. That's what I like to hear. I love a good usurpation. It's all the justification you need to invade. Oh wait, that's not my job anymore. Never mind.
So, what is it that Rolfur wants to do at his? Or not Rolfur. What does Stan want to do at his place?
Well, I kind of killed the king's son, so I probably gotta, pick that kid back up eventually. I owe him that, so gotta res that kid.
What'd you kill him for? Do you deserve it?
Yeah, he kind of did at the time, but I shouldn't have killed him. So
He killed him for killing the father,
Yeah.
who Stan then resurrected and then was sentenced to
I only
death
had one life
by.
at the time. Yeah, I only had Revivify at the time. Sorry, bro, you weren't didn't have enough for you. Oops.
Okay, your backstory is really funny. I now would like to know more about that. I would second the go to see the king.
No.
On top of which, there's a possibility of shenanigans.
It's like, is it really murder if I resurrected them afterwards? I mean, they're still here.
Yep,
It's
still
a pretty
murder.
gray area, right? Like you gotta
Nope,
get punishment.
not great at all. You ended a life just because you decided to fix it doesn't mean you didn't end it.
You
It's
know-
kind of like, listen, if you break a car and then you repair it, you still broke it.
Did
fact
you,
that
though?
You did.
You felt the pain, but you're
No,
back.
no, this is kind of like the whole tree falling in the forest thing. The world doesn't stop existing just because you're not paying attention.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He did it to Terry, and he's not broken up about it.
Yeah, he's fine. We brought him back a few times.
Yeah,
was
but
willing.
I killed him. You brought him back, and I have no problem killing people.
And besides, nothing bad came of that.
Nothing at all. No one got any neuroses.
You were in the river longer than that.
Yeah, so we go ahead and set out in the morning. We'll do a really off point teleport to see where we go. We'll kind of roll the dice. Terry's feeling he wants to
Lucky?
take some risks.
Huh? Why don't we just use Stan's memories?
Give you pinpoint location.
Terry wants to take some risks.
I mean, does anyone else
For the
want to
record,
teleport?
I'm all for this new wild spirit and putting other people's lives in danger for your own amusement.
It's not
I'm
even
down for it.
live.
I'll be fine.
No, I'm pretty sure this is what happens. The old man comes out in support in this action, at which point Terry instantly changes his mind and realizes it was probably a bad idea to begin with.
No, Terry's like, no, it's probably not the best idea. Let's do it.
Yes.
Let's go for an entertainment time. Yeah, sure. You get, yes, there's a nice sandy area. It's on the East Coast.
So you're
a
doing.
very vague description for you to work off of here.
So we're
Not like-
deliberately
be-
going vague.
No, don't
Yeah.
be deliberately vague.
You could give him a false description.
In the king's bedroom? No.
The
Oh,
queen's bedroom.
It's let me look at the map real fast. Breezlend.
Let's see.
Okay,
so,
so-
no, I mean, one way or another, it's like it's the only difference is viewed once first description.
Gee, those numbers are so different, aren't they?
Aren't they?
Yeah.
Are they really the same?
They're the same.
What on earth?
So, yeah, those numbers are description level. So how descriptive do you want me to be for this game?
It doesn't matter. It's the same. It's the same thing. Bah humbug. It's the same thing.
Okay, so
Okay.
I'll give you the interesting point that it is at the trisection of a green, brown, and sandy-looking terrain. Is where we're going.
Okay. The more
Uh,
description you give, the better Adam can make it if it goes wrong. But that's really all that does.
Can you describe it where it could be either a palace, a bar, or a brothel?
Which are you speaking to a specific one of the towns or?
Yeah,
I'm
which
literally looking at the world map here, zoomed in on Driton, and it looked like it was up
Okay,
the
so you
corner
went
of
with
the
Driton,
two zones. Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
The vast mountain range of Minsk Ridge. You know, nothing dangerous about that at all.
Hmm.
You're on those super high cliffs. And then we got the, I don't know what that terrain is. The trees and small mountains? I don't know what that one is.
It's fine.
Adam, can we say that during the 30 days, I also made a decent furniture set for everybody's afterlives?
I mean, if they want,
I don't need one. You already gave me what I needed.
plenty of people would rather just go to IKEA. I mean,
sorry about that, y'all.
Is it heaven
I
or hell?
really
Yeah,
enjoys
yeah.
shitting the bed.
did Eric just make a shot against IKEA? Do you not see the background of my?
I'm pretty sure
Honestly-
Adam's on their earnings reports. They're like North America spending is up 10%.
You can't
Adam's
find your way out of
spending
that
is
place.
down 25%.
Just wait until I get a bigger place.
Yeah, it's gonna shoot way up.
They had fish out of cam. That's what.
So, Terry, did you want to roll your percentages?
Does anybody want to do anything that morning or the night before? So just because we have the time.
Nope. Let's go. We've got the
Allons-y.
world to explore. LMZ?
Oh,
Yeah.
are we doing this the next day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then what I'll do is I'll just go back to Dullport and set up another teleport tunnel between them and the Wizard's Tower, or outside the Wizard's Tower, I guess would be where they would want it, right?
Okay, so teleport. So you go to Dullport to set one there, then to Great City, then.
You're
back?
still busy.
Yeah, then I can just go through the tunnels. Just,
I guess, yeah, walk that way and then walk out that. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're gonna be here in this town for the evening?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh, let me set aside my book. He's gonna do something.
You can also go to Dalport. There's a permanent gateway to it now.
Oh, no, don't worry. There's something to do here. So, just real quick, really, like, super duper fast,
I
I'm gonna go and once again mess up their garden.
I also shoot off a sending message to one of the wizard
You
followers.
attend the yard, and there are 2 people standing in there.
In the garden?
Yep.
Excellent.
Or I guess I could just tell him. Normal.
That's only a minute. Damn. Sure. Gonna dominate person.
Okay. Oh. 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 What do I have to roll?
It's a...
It's wisdom, I think.
I believe it's... DC... That's dimension door.
What's that?
It's a DC 21 wisdom save.
Wisdom save. He made a 6.
Oh, well then it really wouldn't have mattered now, would it?
Well, it mattered. Well, no. Once it's DC 21, I guess none of his stats would get that.
So yeah, he's going to start doing, like, you know, little kid charging his feet up on the carpet, shuffle in a penis shape.
It's like the other guy's like pulling him off to the side, like, what are you?
Yep.
Does he do anything in response to being pulled off of it, or?
Oh no, he just keeps trying really hard for 1 minute.
They're now shouting at each other.
Yeah.
Your minute passes.
In that case, I'm going to dominate the other one to go and start trying to finish it.
When the spell wears off, what is...
Do they know?
Yeah. Person.
It doesn't say whether they know or not, so I'm guessing they don't actually know.
I imagine they would, because they just lost a minute of their time.
Well, they know that they've done it. And they would have advantage against me, against the saving throw, because I am not a friend of theirs. It has advantage if you or the creatures are friendly or to you are fighting, it has advantage on the saving throw.
Yeah, it's only a combat.
Okay, so I'm not fighting them. So.
Or unless you knew it was you and you were actively hostile.
Yeah.
Still less than 21.
Okay.
So
yeah, until they go inside, I'm just going to take turns dominating them whilst hiding.
how long are you willing to do this?
I mean, I've got 3 hours to burn.
That's a high-level spell.
About, so there's some time of yelling, and then there's some time of basically looking about for who on earth is doing this, while the other, and then about, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes in, they're both working together to just kind of accomplish the task of what you want. Just get it over with.
Good.
Kind of stepping aside once it's done and looking around.
It just, in like, in the old, legend, Secrets of the Forbidden Temple.
Quiet.
I did.
No, it sounds normal to me.
Okay. How about now? Am I good?
If it's good enough for them, then sure, it might just be me.
It sounds fine to me.
Okay. In the voice of the Legends of the Forbidden Temple?
Mm-hmm.
Very well! You've done a wonderful job! Congratulations! And then I leave.
And polymorph
And I'm
them
using thaumaturgy to make it booming.
That gets
So
a few people step outside and look at what's causing this loud ruckus. I'm assuming at the Bundo household.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I figured you didn't go to the Misu house.
No. I've done more than enough mischief there at the Misu place. The Bundo house, they've raised my ire. I hope that they stick around forever, because I have time. All the time in the world.
Generational torment.
Yeah. Until they change their ways.
Anyone else doing anything before heading out in the morning?
Whoa, no. Sorry, I dropped my phone. Don't
No,
worry about it.
I just
Keep going.
inform my followers when I set up the teleport gate so they know what's going on.
Okay. So Terry, roll your percentage.
Okay. That is 10.
Wow, you really weren't listening when I gave that really vague description.
Yep. What happens on a mishap? You weren't listening when I gave you that really vague. All right, so everybody
you
takes
take
3d.
each take 18 force damage, and roll again.
Did you just smack us with a fail?
You were kind of in a mountain for a moment there.
Roll a...
That is an 80.
80.
Okay.
And you shunted out of the mountain, overlooking the. Let's see.
Oh, can we just? We should all be buried in sand.
Overlooking the town of Driton.
It won't work. We can't be buried in sand.
Okay.
Freedom of movement. 5 feet. We use 5 feet of our movement. We're instantly out of the sand.
Those of you with that.
Still would have been buried. You just get out of it.
That just means you're exploding out of sand.
Yeah, like a Fremen. It'd be awesome.
So we all kind of shift our way out of the earth and pick the rocks out of our skin.
Mel's kind of smoothing out her dress.
I just have like a ripple of shapeshift go down me and all the dirt leaves.
I go ahead and press the digitation, everyone.
Yep, press the digitation.
Yep, we're ready now. It was a nice view of Driton.
So, you're kind of on the ridge of what would that be?
Yeah.
The Minx Ridge splits this kingdom of Breezlend.
Up on my broom here, I don't know how you guys plan on getting down to the town.
You wanna
Driton
before
is a town on the northern reach of Breezlend. And sort of beyond it is a lot of just desert.
well, before you hop off, mind taking care of this? Show you some bruises where the rocks were.
Oh yeah. Heal everybody up. Cure mass wounds. Everyone's old.
Yeah, if only we had more health, that would be great. That would really aid us in this task.
Huh?
If only you made a book.
We already did that.
Did we, though?
He did.
Yeah.
I give myself a ton of con.
And it's like, we could do it right now if we want.
Yeah, because you didn't mention that when we were talking about what did you do during your...
I think previous to that, he had permanent seed aid.
It's like, if we didn't do it before, we can do it now.
Yeah, you
Oh,
were
yeah,
talking
just
about
like-
possibly doing it in between sessions, but...
Yes, as I had to learn, you can't just think about it. You got to actually say it.
Alright, everybody go ahead and gain 35 max HP.
Thank
That's
you.
The spell aid being permanent seed?
Yeah.
Should
Cast
we?
at 8th level.
Actually, let's see. It's only 3 creatures,
That's-
so I'm going to have to do this in batches.
Okay.
I'll go last.
So, yeah.
I have 88 max hit points. I would love it, please.
Sure. We'll go ahead and go with Terry, Old Man, and Alice.
We get 34?
35 max HP.
Yeah, 35.
Okay, I'm putting that in a different line, just
Yeah.
because...
I have 88 plus 35 aid in my max HP bar.
Hey, I have 137 now. I'm the best tank.
Still lower than Stan.
Stan doesn't tank, I actually do.
Everyone
I'm
have
sure
tank?
if we got into a proper fight, he would.
Yeah, pretty sure I can.
I'm technically an off tank because I have a lot of spells that allow me to tank.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm sure I'm just straight up tank at this point.
It'd be great if you could, because I could actually do damage then. Like when we were fighting the Star Aberration. The Star Eater Aberration?
Oh, coconut.
Star Spawn.
That one. I tanked that fight.
I mean, if it hates you, that's your problem. Like, I can post shit all up. But
Oh, no, I just was the one best able to.
there's
Because
an ability in D&D where we can
There's a
grab
lot
attention.
of movement
Because-
going around.
well, the only thing it could hit me with, I had evasion from, so. There's a lot of dancing.
I'll just eat it.
I was dancing. It was a lot of me and my doubles dancing about. Boo.
Alright. So, Stan, did you say you ran off ahead of the group?
No, I hopped on my broom. Like, I don't know how you guys plan on getting down this rock side, but the city's over here.
It's not like you're high up on the...
Okay, I was just going off those little images we had.
And do we have far to go?
That picture.
Probably 45-minute walk.
But yes, we just hike.
Yeah.
What? We're hype level gods and we're too good for walking now?
Exactly.
Nah,
Well, I'm running a broom.
I don't mind going on a leisurely stroll with you guys in a new area.
I hop on a floating disc.
I hop on the back of the broom.
Yeah. And so now this is basically right at the last bit of sort of wooded area before fading off into the desert. It's kind of where this city is. This town is situated. You kind of making your way down.
Making your way.
Alice, mentions this would be one of the northern cities, right?
Yeah.
I've not traveled this side of the ridge.
Neither have I.
You have.
Would I be familiar with this location at all for any of the particular flavors or ingredients that they might have available?
Probably not. This is kind of the opposite direction that you went.
Yeah.
Because if I'm remembering correctly, you were from Saltberry?
Yeah, right.
Or... Yeah, you were from Saltberry. On the western border, Vent Whistle, where the Taft River enters the kingdom. Which was just too small of a village for you, and it didn't let you grow in. So one direction was desert, and going through the desert would have been what would lead you to this place. And you went the other way.
Yeah, I went towards Dalport and then into the ocean.
Yeah, off into the ocean, beyond, yeah.
Understandably, you avoided that massive, massive desert.
Yep.
Is that thing?
There's no flavors.
There's no
Salt.
flavors.
And you came from Saltberry.
Yes.
You know salt.
I'm familiar with the taste. It's an
I mean, there are
important
the top
ingredient in
mountains.
basically everything, but so yes, we making our way.
Making my way.
Yep.
Down desert.
How do you guys feel about the desert? I hate it because of all the sand, and it gets everywhere.
Yep.
Never going to be out of your shoes.
I don't mind that there's worse terrain to walk through.
It's dirty and gritty, and it gets everywhere. Irritating.
I think we have the freedom of movement.
Don't want to get sand rash.
And the sand people are unbearable.
Yes.
Oh, I get it now.
Thank you. I'm glad someone besides Adam did. I was over here just feeling real.
Get what? Driton is one of its
Oh,
issues
right,
is
we're not-
that it frequently has to defend against the raiders coming from the uncontrolled desert beyond. You know, those people coming out of the sands.
They travel in signal file to hide their numbers.
Yes.
Is the place that they're coming from Tuscany?
They're coming from
Uh,
north into like an uncontrolled, literally not part of any given kingdom.
No.
So it's near mostly
bad.
Isley. It's mostly near Isley.
No.
So we can find scum and villains out here in this lawless land.
You kept going past Driton. But yeah, as you get down,
Yeah.
it is particularly on the other end, like is heavily fortified. There's a wall, of course, around the entire city, but just sort of like the towers and like the guard watch on the far end. It is like the northern reach of this kingdom, and it is guarding against an expecting invasion from, you know, the north.
Goddamn Mongolian, so it's knocking down a shitty wall.
But yeah, otherwise you're able to arrive into the town easy enough. You know, small, you know, just sort of
I'm
older
not
man,
Google's-
sort of at the sort of sitting at the gate. Coming here on any business?
Yeah. Here to see the king, Bartholomew.
No.
Jerry remembers he's not in his kingdom. Steps back.
No.
You can feel free to chat.
Oh, you got this.
Oh, the one that got what was this? Mervyn sent home when the king visited last. What was here? Oh no, the king left when he sent his son home to keep an eye on him. He's not been here a number of years. He doesn't much care to keep track of things here in the north.
Oh yeah. Where did we end up burying Mervyn?
Mervyn, you showed when the king came to do an inspection. You had basically shown off the exposed his method of rule publicly while the king was visiting, causing him to be brought home by the king so the king could keep a closer look on him. And then later, you thwarted him when he was trying to assassinate his father, his would-be assassination of his father. You thwarted that. And then the king had you executed because he blames you for his son not having a chance for redemption.
Yeah. So where did we end up? End up saying publicly where they put the bot? Like it was buried? Or
I mean,
like,
he probably would be buried in the capital where all of that actually went down.
Okay then. Since we're in Driton, is Baruch still there? Milput? Or that was just a stopping point for her?
Milput probably was traveling through Driton
Okay.
during that time, and Milput, who I believe is also in your backstory, Billy.
I forgot where the capital is. Which one was that? It's the south. Right, yeah. Mountain Mall? Or the Mighty River, that's one, isn't it? If we're to Driton, I might as well go resurrect some bodies then. From the recent raids.
Yeah. Sarouche.
Silver Spire is the capital.
Respire? That was not on this map.
It is not. It is,
No matter
it
what
is the
happens.
circle with the circle around it.
Like, I just can only see
Okay,
these people
okay. That's why
as...
I need to head over to there. So, my bad. On telling us where we
Well, I mean, this would be the destination if you want to try and do things in the kingdom without the king noticing, as the king might have something against you once he finds out that you're not in eternal peril.
Yeah, he's still probably upset about that. Alright, so since we're in this area, though, can I get my, who would I talk to get a building purchased, or, like, start the, or a building?
It's just sort of done through the magistrate's office now that there's no official rule. Fire paperwork and they'll pass thing along. Suppose if you've got the coin.
Okay.
Again,
I think we have that covered.
easy enough.
Okay, so I can hit that.
And he kind of like turns to think as far as where he like he's thinking of where to direct you. Oh, I'm sorry. Can I help you with something?
Okay.
After a minute of just staring, having trouble thinking of what he was going to say.
I repeat it all again. Like,
Oh, yes. Magistrate. So you go down this road here. It's on the east side of it. Maybe a mile down.
okay. We get that situated, and do you happen to know where the hospital is for the raids?
Oh, there's a number of barracks that handle their own things for that. Posted on the inner side of the north wall.
Okay. Well, let's head over to the magistrate's office for now then, and get that set up. Get a church built up over here for my followers. Anyone else want to do anything in this little town before we?
I don't see any reason not to proselytize, since these are people who don't know us.
Yep.
Yep.
If you guys want to do that, and like before I leave, that guy.
Does anyone else hear like a jet engine coming out of David's computer?
I'm sorry, it's... When I mute, it has to sometimes, like, try to come back, and it catches the air conditioning what's going on, so sorry.
Oh, are you sure you're not in the
Take it
middle of
off
an
in a jet!
No, I'm not in a dungeon or anything.
I said an
Oh,
airport, which is similar.
What was Sturgis? There's not Sturgis coming to get you.
Yep. It's not a room of Sturges.
What was that? That was world's largest
World's
dungeon.
largest dungeon, yep.
Yes.
World's most horrible dungeon. Yep.
Fortunately, my medieval
Yeah.
character knows what a jet engine sounds like.
I'm the dead engine.
Some of those
Alright,
levels are fun.
The list of the dead, though, of people who've died during the raids. Do we got that anywhere marked?
You asked
Maybe
him.
get that for Rolfur.
You got the
Well, the guy who
gate.
got the gate, yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Don't know why we would.
I'm right there. I'm not falling into this weird loop that he's doing. I don't know what that is. Forgetting who we are and asking what we want.
Oh.
I guess, yeah, head over to that magistrate's office.
Okay, yeah, easy enough. Good on the road. It's big. It's in fact, it's a building you know because it is where the prince was based out of when he was ruling the northern part of the kingdom. So.
Let me take this building.
So you remember it. You're like, oh yes, this is where I ousted the guy and got him brought home because he was abusing his subjects.
Should have been nicer.
But yeah, at this point, yeah, you kind of go in and just sort of like entering into the building, sort of a big sort of courtyard style interior with like just arches all the way around. And there's sort of a not like a permanent fixture, but like a series of desks sort of set near the back half of it, and you can immediately tell that like the wing off to your right, just like through all those arches, like nothing is lit, nothing is seemingly occupied in that side of the building.
Okay.
Like a wing that is just disused at the current time. But there's a couple people at sort of desks that have just sort of been set in this main hallway.
Okay. I go to the first desk that looks appropriate.
How can I help you?
Hi. Here to see if we can purchase some property.
Certainly, we have a few for sale. Are you officiating a purchase from an individual, or looking to purchase something that is been abandoned to the city?
Which would be easier or larger, I guess.
I'm sure there are some of either size.
Trying to make a temple here. Convert one into a temple per se.
A temple.
Yeah.
Follower of Nim?
No, but I follow myself typically, but you know, nothing big there.
And it gives you a puzzled expression.
Oh, sorry. I introduce all of us accordingly.
Oh. Make a persuasion check.
Okay. At 20, so that is going to be a wasted one. 38.
Oh. I
No natural 20 is wasted.
did not realize there was more of you around.
Oh, was Nim here?
But yes.
Oh, he moves quickly. When did she get
No, not move quickly. We're like day 150 something. Nim came here. You guys went elsewhere.
Oh yeah. Great. So this is Nim's town. But she didn't claim it, did she?
You don't know.
Do I know?
There's any property?
I do not believe they didn't buy
Did
anything
we-
from us though.
Her and I spent a goodly amount of time together. Do I know?
Not that you know.
Okay.
But, okay.
I'm gonna
well,
go out into the town while they're buying shit
Okay.
because I'm not involved.
I figured you would have wandered off into that dark corridor room. Because he did just give us a good line of, it's a dark corridor.
There's an unused section of this building that is dark. Yeah.
Totally
Oh
abandoned.
yeah, absolutely. I'm in there now.
Yeah.
That's currently where I am with Pass Without Trace on,
Okay.
and I'm sneaking through.
Mucking about. Got it.
But,
Mucking
yeah, we can
about.
do the logistics of buying a temple. And all about mucking about.
Yeah. So are you trying to find like some established building, or are you looking for some sort of decommissioned, broken down rubble of a building property that you're going to build up from nothing?
Preferably already made.
Then you would need to find one with a present owner to agree to a price to sell it to you, and come here with them and they would just officiate the sale, and just charge
We
taxes.
do have Captain build shit, so
I don't know how. I don't have the book open to see how long the temples take to build from scratch
Oh.
versus pre-made.
Also, this place is like a Nim place apparently, so it might be okay to just kill somebody and take their house.
there's a difference between government and religion. I know not for you, but for like literally everyone else.
Yeah, but the society ain't like that, where you just go gank somebody and like, this is mine now.
And
These
you're
are going
aware
to
of that because you did like this whole religion government thing is pretty recent. So Listen, I'm not saying no. I'm just saying think it through.
How dare you just speak against the Jade Emperor?
You want to go, fat man?
No, I don't feel like dying today.
I can take it right back.
And
Is Terry a Telvanni?
Tyria Telvanni.
Yeah.
Is this a Warhammer thing that
No,
no one
habla
but you
español.
gets?
No, Telvanni is Morrowind. Elder Scrolls 3.
That'd be the mushroom xenophobe wizard elitists.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where what the reference is because I love the Telvanni, but
Well, you just kill them and take their stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty on par for Helvani. That's on brand.
I mean, not really. I mean, if you can't really kill a Telvanni is the thing.
Are we going to argue about a 15-year-old game right now?
Yeah.
Is that what Ryan did to us?
You think it's only 15?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I wish we're older than that bad.
Which time
We're
was it
all going to
remastered?
die real soon.
Not me.
I was like, Skyrim is almost 15 years.
Skyrim just hit 10.
It's remastered several times.
It was a 2011, so...
Yeah, 2002, man. 20 years from Morrowind.
That sounds right.
So
Good
will
game,
that
though.
play
Good
with
game.
guts? Tell me what, like, if Nim has done any transactions? Like, I had the book open. Can you tell me?
Do not believe so.
She don't have anything here.
Just like you have
Yeah,
gone
so-
to many cities and not bought things.
So, I guess, were there any, like, big buildings or churches that I saw on the way in?
No, there's nothing that's really all that tall. Most of the buildings try and stay below the level of what can be attacked from that northern wall. They don't want to make a
Oh,
target.
no. Okay,
Although
so
there are
anything-
some buildings on that end that that used to be taller and have been smashed in and are, like rubbled buildings.
And this is the place you wanted to make your temple?
Is like the north defense line of this.
Full of healers.
city.
Yeah. All of the healers here to defend them.
Yeah, I mean,
Society requires healers too. You don't just have to save the whatever these people are.
And this is the best training area.
I guess you are a bit violent for a standard healer, so...
I mean, what, I got almost ganked the first, city we went to as a god?
Second, but immaterial. I saved you.
And then you made it a habit.
Yeah, and then you did it deliberately. Honestly, when you think about it, you're the most violent god.
I mean, instead of like you didn't get PTSD. You were like, I must have exposure therapy.
That's...
I mean, like even like compared to like Nim, who is death, is more like a more subtle kind of death.
Yeah,
like, Nim is shipping out poison wide.
Don't worry,
I'm thinking
I sent them to
more-
useful places. It helped us build the brand. We're building the brand, boys.
Okay, so I won't use this town, but
I mean,
We
you
can
can.
head over to-
This is the town where your Stan the Healing Man nickname came from officially. It's where, so there are things like that. I mean, there is definitely noteworthy points of this town to you if you want to.
And Eric, there's no reason not to.
Yeah,
Like,
and most
could-
importantly...
I mean, if you want to, we could just fireball everybody in town.
Yeah, and you're just waiting on time for the thing to be built, and that's not that big of a deal.
And the city can always grow.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
This
the
is
biggest
long-term...
thing keeping this town from growing is that it is constantly fending off attacks. So in theory, if you help it be better at fending off attacks, it would grow accordingly.
Yeah, we're over here planting trees for the next generation to take rest underneath, so...
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. It is also, in theory, designed with the idea that like someone is going to rule, because like this kingdom is cut in half by a mountain range. It is designed with someone else would be ruling the north part of it under whoever's ruling like the main part of it in the south. So like that's like the reason half this building is empty is because that's where the ruler would live. There just hasn't been one because it's been, you know, half a year or a year or something since that prince was taken out, and no one has gotten in to replace them since. So it's just kind of bureaucrats filing paperwork is all that's left, but no actual steward in charge of the region.
How much rich stuff do I find, though?
Well, we'll get to that.
We'll
get to your
by the general property then of a plot for us to build in the northern.
Yeah, if you're just looking for a plot, it is easy enough to acquire. Between what kind of are you looking to build? Like a temple?
Yeah, the Tower Temple. I remember the book.
So for like 9,000 gold would cover both the plot as well as the materials and labor to build the structure.
Okay.
So some brought in, some salvaged from whatever rubble was there from the previous building.
Alright, was that the highest level I could go at the time for the temple?
Yeah, that is the cost to build the first level, which is what you have to start with. It'll take
Yeah, and then you
120
have to-
days, so.
I'm back
Yeah.
on the field.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I'll do that. 9,000, you said?
Yep.
If it makes you feel better, mine costs 10,000 for a level 4 stronghold.
I was trying to get the level 4 off the bat, but
No, you have to.
I have to do that level 1 thing.
Yeah, you
first,
have to build
you
it up.
said.
So.
I found mine in a capital city, so it's not really surprising.
Right.
Go ahead and get them working on that. And what day is it? 150?
151, so day 271 will be when it's done.
Do I need to roll a stealth check?
No.
But Rolfur might see me leave.
But Rolfur might see me leave.
I mean,
What do you
that
get
was
if
pretty
you
low right now.
have a 10?
Interesting.
30?
He doesn't.
It's
Oh,
high.
wait. Sorry, I forgot to add the 18. Alright.
Does it get
Sure.
rid of his blind sense and whatnot?
10, 10, 10, 30, 40. Sorry, 40.
Yeah, no, he doesn't.
Unless you pass within 20 feet of me.
So roll for Billy and Terry. You doing anything, or are you just hanging out with Stan while he's filling out paperwork to
No, I'm
purchase a
absolutely
building
going out and
and
proselytizing.
have things constructed?
And leave and go proselytize.
You guys
Big
go
illusions and like
parade it up,
go
or
no, not permanency, but just like
I'm gonna go around to different individuals and see what they need or what I can do.
you
It's like
guys
it's a
just-
pretty sizable town, right? Not a village.
it
I'm
is a
going
town.
to-
Yeah, it is.
Then yeah, I find the local magistrate and seek out whoever's got records of the dead.
I figured they live in this building with us. That's why.
Yeah, the magistrate office. Yeah,
Yeah.
If
That
it's
would
this
be
one,
where-
then yeah.
yeah.
Then yeah, I'll go.
Just go to one of the other desks.
I'll use creation to do the whole fish and bread thing.
The loaves and the fishes.
Perform miracles.
I'm
and
gluten
be an
free and vegan. Do you have something for me?
Swedish fish.
The door.
Fireball.
So yeah, Rolfur, what are you asking at the next desk?
If I can see the records of their deceased. Who's died, who lived here, who's passed.
We don't have specific records of that, no.
You don't have any records of the people who once were?
Not directly.
How would I go about indirectly obtaining those?
A lot of the people stationed here would be soldiers. You can probably look up recruitment records. I know they keep something there in some of the barracks.
Then I go to the barracks.
Okay.
And I'll go and get the recruitment list. It's like, yeah,
For
they've
sake
got...
of brevity, make a persuasion check.
It's a new day. Reroll. That natural one is not happening. This luck blade playing for itself. Just
You're
nope.
welcome.
You are Austin, so
Yeah, I get 29 on that reroll.
yeah, you're able to convince them. Yeah, to show just old. What you want to see the older books?
Yep.
None of them are here anymore. Most of them either moved on or, one way or another, I suppose.
That's what I'm looking for. Records of the dead.
Why would you want such a thing?
Did you know the afterlife currently sucks like a whole lot?
Well, I've heard that it's a painful experience.
Yes, it is, absolutely. I will be summoning up the souls of the dead to help them convert to one of the new gods so that they can get out of that. They died in proper service, they don't deserve it.
You have a way to spread the good word of Nim to those who've already met the fate that they bring on.
I have a way to do that, yes.
How technically true of you.
But yeah, so, I guess technically they're not allowed to leave the office, but no one said anything about people looking to them. Want to come on?
That's fine.
I thought you were talking about the dead people for a second. I'm a fucking idiot. Don't mind me. All those ghosts aren't allowed to leave the office.
They're stuck here forever.
Like, what shit has Nim pulled here?
Yeah, Nim's new regulations. Ghosts have jobs now.
Your office
I
job.
mean, technically, you have had one experience of Nim having a ghost, and that ghost has a job.
Yep.
Well, I figured I'm like asking him, so what's Nim's doctrine been so far?
I'm not really sure.
She not been preaching?
They weren't. No, they weren't speaking too much. Some word came down from King Bartholomew. So I'm sure more information was gathered in the south, but up here it was just sort of a post that was made. I'm not even sure if they'd come through town.
What's the post say?
It's probably still out in some of the posts.
Well, I suppose I should go inform myself before I do this righteous duty.
Yeah.
Oh,
But it is a general statement of, divinity returned to the world. Erotera sees a god once more. Nim, sovereign over death, brings power. Meeting and mastering the life beyond. Doesn't even strictly mention to worship. It is more of an informative. It's kind of basic with that. Kind of fancy fonted. Stands out,
Yeah.
kind of poster.
Just read that off verbatim in the group chat. Were you guys aware there's only one god now?
Man.
what?
I guess she won't have a whole lot to teach at her lessons. That ghost got an easy job.
What? I go back to the barracks.
Officially speaking, if you look at it at the bottom, it is King Bartholomew who has issued this post we made. So.
And I am just prejudiced enough to blame her. Them.
It's hard for you, isn't it?
I'll just blame them.
But, otherwise, yeah, you can work through.
And yes, I will do it just there in the office with the barracks guy. Anyone specifically he wants me to start with? Say hello before they get done?
What do you mean, say hello?
Well, I'll be summoning up the souls of the dead.
Like, going into a trance to speak to them.
No, as in I, bring them forth, actually, here. If you wanted to chat, you could.
What? Upon assuming a demonstration, his response is more of the, oh, I'd really rather not be around for many of them. I'm kind of in the recruitment side of things.
Yeah.
Did you like that?
It's yeah, I summoned a couple dragons and they took a full half hour for them to stop fighting.
Otherwise, the pair of you are just sort of going around individually trying to proselytize to people.
Yep.
Making not individually to people, I'm making a giant display.
Yes.
Hey, Adam.
Yeah.
Quick thing though. I found that book now. Not a temple that I'm making. A keep is what I'd be going for. It's just the bigger thing. It's 2,000 more and 30 days extra. That'd be possible.
Okay, so you're more interested in raising an army than divine.
An army of healers.
Yes.
Okay. So then, yeah. So let's change that to keep. And add an extra. So an extra 2,000 gold for the cost and extra 30 days.
The 301.
Yep. Alright. Good enough.
Then yes, if that guy doesn't want to be around, then I tell him I understand. If I just had a private back room or a supply closet, I can do it there.
Yep. Yeah, he'll hook you up with that.
I specifically do not include Nim. Especially now that I'm in private, I don't have to explain myself.
Officially speaking, so when you're summoning them up, if you were to try to summon one that, say, you'd already convinced to follow Terry, it would still summon them up for you to talk to them, right?
If it was the same one.
What do you, yeah.
Okay, never mind. I was bullish.
I don't. There has been no precedent that stops me from summoning souls from other people's
Yeah,
already.
I didn't think so. I felt like the way it worked, it would still, like in a normal game, a soul would go to their a slot, allotted afterlife, and you'd still summon them from there, wherever that is, right?
Just pop it out. I was like, oh, you get around.
Not so much that. That's actually not what happens. But you do find some that follow Nim.
All right, if they already follow, I'm like, all right. She got her afterlife squared away.
Let me check at this
Are you
point.
out of the river?
No, it's a deeper river.
She's not. They're not out of the river yet. They only.
Check my numbers here because I know.
Oh
Nim is
wait,
a
she
bit behind
just
you
got enough
guys.
to get. Yeah, she just got enough to
But
get out.
yes,
get
they
them out,
are.
right?
They are out of the river at that point. Nim is at 2 rounds
Okay.
10, so.
Is it a worse place?
Well, she's at our level, so it's either a wood or stone room.
Plus whatever Nim
Well-
put in there.
That's our old level. Our current level, we get
That's what
a
Nim is at.
bump to that.
That's what Nim's at.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Depending on what you choose with it.
I asked him, I was like, oh, she got her left wife squared away. Is it all proper?
They've built something a lot better than the river where we met them.
Yeah. Did she get past the basic room yet?
They have finished some.
That's
devices.
standard. It should get better as she gains power and followers.
Okay, it was a keep before, or a temple before. So yeah, I needed to get that one. My apologies.
Well, yeah. Well, then yes. To those that already worship Nem, they obviously get the option of the other gods do exist.
To make sure I just heard that right, Stan, did you just switch back to the temple?
Yeah, because since I had the book open now, like I just had the initial chart when I was trying to do it quickly.
Okay.
And tell you, and I actually saw that when Bob said the army thing, I read it close. I was like, oh crap, that's why.
Keep it specifically army, yeah.
An army of healers.
I think that does sound awesome, but no, I didn't.
Could be an army.
So back down to temple. Got it.
Womp, womp, womp.
Your paperwork is taking a while.
Yeah.
They're bringing
That's
in the
okay.
contractors, and they're coming up with some. Well, we have these options for design. Oh, you want it to be that? Oh, well, let me put these away. I'll go get. We have the.
Yeah.
You want me
You're
to?
a bad customer.
Well, I left the other folder back in the room. I'll go get it again.
Just bring them all.
I just imagine that Nim's afterlife has all of those those tiny little concrete spikes over the entire floor that's designed to keep poor people or homeless people from sleeping.
Nah, most likely she just wants everyone dead.
Yeah,
What-
death doesn't have to be painful, David.
No, I mean, what I caught from what Adam said is that she can go to the river and come back.
I'm
Well,
glad
that's-
someone caught it.
I didn't think about it because I figured this somebody was died recently, but I am in the old books. This is probably somebody who died after.
Yeah, the verbiage that the person said was that they meant them in the river.
Oh, well, yeah. I don't like to loiter in the river. It sucks out there. Then yes, I do make them aware that there are other options if they'd like to choose somebody more in line with their goals and not just death.
I've been dead a very long time, I think.
Yeah,
come
I
to
got
accept
records right here. It's been about this long.
Technically, your records are not from when they died. Your records are from when they signed up. They don't
Well,
keep
are
track
they-
of when someone died or left. They only keep track of when they signed up to join. So occasionally
they-
it doesn't work at all because that person retired successfully. But
I was like, are they an elf? Then I can be off by what, a couple decades?
yeah.
Then yes, I make them aware that that's an option. But otherwise, it's fine. If Nim's in there doing work in the river, that's fine.
Fine.
It's permissible.
You're doing that. So you're recruiting individuals. You're putting up displays to recruit.
Giant
You're annoying
displays
people
and
with paperwork. Spending the money, making decisions on the design.
Here, I threw them without their 100 gold. Now they're happy with helping me.
Yeah. They take it. They get you some coffee, and you basically go off to a little side office, and you're going over all. So we have options for wallpaper. Do you want something simple, or do you like the vertical stripes?
Yeah. Now they're suddenly real helpful after. No, I've been stupid. Here, take some money.
Wallpaper, they're not helpful, they hate you.
But they're more than happy to help me now because I just.
It was
threw
a
money at them.
sarcastic comment just to make point as you're making the decisions on what your place is gonna look like. You're working with the person that's doing the design. Now, old man. You find yourself wandering into the residential wing of the magistrate's office, where the steward, when here, would live. What's your minimum on picking a lock? That bad, is it?
I think you just opened
well-
the door.
He's got maxed out charisma, so his minimum's probably in the 15-18 range.
What?
What was your minimum for lock picking?
But it's a tool proficiency, though.
Yeah, it's Dex, isn't it?
Yep.
So it just dex.
It's 5 plus 5, so that's my minimum is 20.
20?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I will needing throw out there 2 rolls for lockpicking.
I got a 24. Oh, bollocks. Where'd you go? And a 28.
So you're going about. There is only 1 door that is beyond what you're able to accomplish.
Dimension door past it.
Like 600 feet past it.
No. You forgot I could dimension door, didn't you?
Well, I forgot you could use it for something other than running.
No, that smells great.
Okay. You find first a couple of mostly cleared out sort of conference meeting rooms, long tables where larger gatherings can be held, whether it's for, a meeting of, decisions for military or a nice dining room that can house a lot of people. You find a kitchen that has well-stocked tools, but no food whatsoever left in it. Like, everything, food-wise, has been cleared out of the room. You find a loo. You find, which was, in fact, the room that had a lock that you weren't able to get through.
There was a loot?
Loo. A toilet.
Oh! I use it, while I was there.
Yeah, it's convenient, yeah.
I'm here. It's not like it's a pot of ashes or whatever.
I mean, even if it was, what's going to stop you?
Can't stop it.
But, when you gotta go, you gotta go, right?
Sometimes you go with the flow,
Gives a whole new meaning to Can't Stop the Rock.
And then you find a living room that connects on to a bedroom. And this is still lavishly decorated. Closet only maybe half cleaned out. Definitely a bit of smell that, if you investigate, seems some food that had been brought into here wasn't cleared out so successfully. Basically, this was their private chambers that only what they personally cleaned out to take with them are what got kept, and person with money didn't bother to completely remove all possessions if they weren't presently important to them. But otherwise, yeah, so large reclining
How's the desk?
couches. There's no office kind of work desk in this area, but there is sort of a kind of that preparation, mirrored desk with some drawers and sort of like a basin that can be filled with water.
So yeah, it's like a vanity.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so
I think the
and the
appropriate
quality
description
of all
for
the
this is
furniture
gone.
is based on just sort of the upkeep of the exterior of this of the city from the of the town from the outside is almost insulting. Just the kind of money that assuredly was public taxpayer dollars that just went towards furnishing a room and then got left behind when he was moving elsewhere.
excellent. I'm gonna go ahead and open my door to my thing, which is now a lot emptier of gold than I like to keep it. So I'm gonna push that gold into a pile in the corner of the room. Dragons are just gonna be really upset that that's all they get. And I'm gonna go ahead and move the furniture into the divine space.
Okay. Yeah, so reclining couches and sort of a
Like the vanity, everything. The wardrobe.
What's the one above King? It's long.
California King?
California
It's just a
King.
longer.
Which
California
probably
King's
wouldn't be called California King.
A Nexan King?
A Jade King.
A Jade King?
the Silver Spire King size like down mattress with just silk. Bedding
it all gets moved in.
Finely carved like wooden ornaments of like
I know that we're getting a divine area upgrade because of our new rank.
Yep.
I imagine that means it's going to get bigger.
That is an option you have. It is, in fact, the only option that I have come up with ahead of time. Because, for one, I figure that's probably the first one. Unless you have something special you want with it.
How much bigger is bigger?
You can check
I think it's like 30
notes
feet.
in there, but the first rank of that brings it up to 300 foot cubed.
Okay. In it goes.
Yeah.
Everything goes in. I'm moving the whole bedroom set, everything. I'm going to turn into like a giant ape to have the strength to move it.
Okay. So yeah, you're just basically clearing it out. This guy spent way too much money on furniture. Waste not, want not.
Any of the nice art that's going on the wall.
And again, there's still like half the wardrobe is still full of, nobles' clothes. You do find in there, while like anything like cash money has been taken, there were like bits of jewelry that were like attached to like the clothing the last time that piece was worn that didn't quite get cleared out when he cleared out like the actual jewelry chest that probably was there, but the stuff that was still attached to wardrobe, there's still some begemmed pins and diamond cufflinks.
Excellent. That's so cool. Okay, so everything gets moved in.
Cool.
I did. Now I'm going to go ahead and do a investigation of fancy bedroom for the safe that I'm really sure is here.
Bob, for the record, if I was in your city game, this is the same shit I'd be doing.
Oh, that old city game. You remember that? That was fun. You were so good.
Investigation. That's a 24.
You do manage to find a section
With a natural
sort of like the carpet pattern where like where the pattern meets, it's like off by like a quarter inch.
Uh-huh.
And you're able to kind of feel around, and like it's like sort of been cut there and adhered to the panel below. And so you're able to pull out, and in fact, what you find is a trapdoor leading down.
Definitely going down the trapdoor.
So scurry your way down.
Oh, wait. Close the door to my divine space, and then go downstairs.
Okay. You need a
Don't just leave
dexterity
it
save.
It's 16. 16 plus 10, so 26.
26 would be enough that you kind of you go to step on one step, and you notice it just starts to give a little bit. You kind of skip past that step. It seems to have some sort of switch that would be pressurized as you climb down the ladder.
You should intentionally mess with the step. It's obviously it's a hidden compartment.
I mean, eventually.
But otherwise, yeah, you get down into the lower room, and here you do find a couple of safes open, emptied. You also, you find what looks like probably some sort of stash of, where much, contraband was kept. Make a luck check for me.
19. I don't think I have any minuses. That's the wrong. Whoops. There we go. Yeah, no minuses, so 19.
19. Straight. All you find sort of that basically flipping the place through as far as what it's mostly been cleared. You find, we'll say, 5 sort of like satchels, sort of. It's kind of like pastry cloth that's sort of wetted to solidify it when the powder hits it, so things don't. Like a cloth been treated in a way to kind of keep what appears to be some sort of flour inside. There are 5 sort of satchels, say.
Okay,
baby
5
size
things
burrito
of
big.
flour.
Yes, exactly. Flour.
Do you mean oilcloth?
Maybe.
Okay.
It's basically a cloth that it's basically treated just before you're putting the stuff into it, and so the powder itself like adheres to the outside and solidifies it where nothing of that size can go through it.
Powder. I'm just gonna put powder. 5 times powder.
So at some point you don't look at it and say, "Hey Terry, I have this flour. Do you want to bake something?"
I might do that anyways, but that's not the point. All right, I'm gonna investigate the safes for secret compartments, I suppose. Let's keep this this train rolling. I rolled another 14.
This train wreck rolling.
How dare you? That's a 28.
28. 28. You're not finding any sort of internal compartments on them.
Okay. The obvious thing to do is I'm going to shut and lock both safes. I hope someone doesn't remember the combination.
You're just trying to waste someone else's time.
I'm 100% wasting someone else's time.
In fact, he's wasting 5 other people's time.
And then I'm going to go upstairs, and you know that that trap step?
Yeah.
I'm going to switch it with the one below it, so I'm going to move the trap down.
Think of this as like a ladder built into a wall.
Okay. So is there any way I can switch the rungs?
No.
Unfortunate.
No, it's like the rungs go out into like a side on the wall where, like, it's built
In
into
that
the
case-
wall. It's some sort of trap that goes through the wall.
Can he
somewhere.
set up like a string from one rung to another, so that when the other rung is stepped on, it still springs the trap?
No, I'm not going to do that. What I am going to do instead is I'm going to grease the ladder on my way up. So I'm going to put oil on it. Lamp oil is what I have.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how you do that without... Because usually you do that up here with these digits, but if you're doing
You
that,
lean
then
down.
it's before you get to it.
No, you stand on it and you squat and you lean down and you do it, and then you take a step up and then you lean down. And you go.
Okay. Okay.
Alternatively, the man has 20 plus dexterity. He just does it upside down.
I pretty much could. So I climb up there and then I put it back and I arrange the rug appropriately.
Okay, so it's actually...
Yeah, because they messed it up. I found it, so they clearly made a mistake.
Easier.
And then that's the second room. That's the one I made it into, yeah? Not the bathroom?
Yeah, this is the one that you made the check for.
Okay,
Otherwise
and
it was-
there's like nothing else here, really.
Yeah, no. I mean, the place basically had been cleared out from whatever they wanted to clear. It was mostly the things that are difficult to travel with that they, eventually gave up on how much they kept.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave, close the door, and then jam the lock mechanism after I relock it. So they're gonna have a hard time unlocking the door, and then I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace and sneak out.
Okay. So you head out there. Anyone else doing anything as it gets closer to evening? And Stan, you're kind of finishing up your paperwork and making your decisions.
Oh lo lo, oh lo lo.
Terry and Billy, you definitely see some of those signs out and about. Do you add anything or?
Add anything to the sign, huh?
You're carrying around pockets of pamphlets.
Yeah. Yeah, let's just post some of that stuff up.
Yeah. Yeah. So you.
Oh, does this place have a library?
No.
No. Then when I meet somebody who I think might make good use of it, I give one of them my novels.
There. Otherwise, where do y'all head for evening if you need to sleep? Or
I'll find an inn.
I would like to spend my night with my followers.
Oh
So I think-
my.
Mrs. the Missus already, do you?
Wow. So Terry's going to spend his evening in his afterlife with each follower. Just basically spending the night proselytizing to his own people, or like not necessarily proselytizing,
Yeah.
but like just working with and paying attention to his faithful.
okay.
Quick question. If I open the door, sleep
His
in the
faithful
room, sleep in my own divine space, can I open the door back where it was, or was there a time limit on
I
that?
feel like there's a time limit.
I thought it was like an hour or something. Because I have this great bed now.
Yeah.
You can't just leave the door open.
Listen, it's air conditioned, alright?
Uh,
I'm not trying to air condition the whole...
is 1 hour.
freaking
So
desert.
you would basically have to come out and rebuild it every hour. So if you're going to sleep
Yeah, I
for the
don't-
night, then it's gonna close itself during that time, and your layout is going to just be back to
Nexon.
well, his would be next, and yours would be Koshkar.
Well, he could teleport.
Yeah.
Or we could just
Actually-
find ourselves tonight, or
you know what, I'll spend that hour doing that,
Mhm.
just that hour, and probably start making that a kind of a thing to do every night.
Okay.
But I think I'm gonna go. Well, I mean, I feel like I should go home.
You're just like, I got the teleports. I can get back there.
Yeah, you've been gone for hours.
Nah. Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't have the psychic link with her. I mean, that's not enough.
You know what? I think what I'll do. Hey, Stan. I think we should do you want to do the same thing I'm doing? The whole spending time with your faithful dead. Because then we can meet up every 45 minutes, just check on each other, make sure that we're keeping our doors open.
What?
Like if we miss our window and the door closes, then we can't come back except for to our holy sites.
Well, Stan can't come back at all.
Yeah, I don't have my holy sets established yet, so no.
So the point I'm saying is, we should just work together to make sure that we're checking on each other to make sure our doors are still open every half an hour, 45 minutes.
I'll do it with you.
Okay, cool.
I'll do that.
I'm just gonna go to bed.
I'm gonna go
Nah.
see if I
That's
can
like-
get
that's
people
like-
and heal them.
7 silver for a room for the night, old man.
No, you should get the worst single room you can find.
Okay, before I head into the demi.
How much for a room with food.
Does anybody just want me to set up the mansion?
It's gonna be a good goal.
Yeah,
Okay,
why don't you
I'm
do
gonna
it?
negotiate them down to 3 silver. With my persuasion, I rolled a 19. Oh, they're
That's
definitely
a
gonna give it to
disadvantage.
me.
So,
Yeah, but I roll at advantage.
oh, okay. Yeah, you do.
And that was my first roll, was a 19.
Okay.
Plus 18, so that's 20, 37?
Oh, well, you're one of the new gods that was on that poster that got put up. Oh. Well, I guess I mean, how can I thank you? Such generosity from someone so great.
You can put up a sign or whatever. So I walk upstairs.
I got haggard down.
Old man stayed here.
Was a dick. Didn't tip.
Particularly funny because it's just old man. Oh, this is where the old people go.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and gorilla switch the beds out so I have my fancy bed to sleep in. I'll switch them back.
Yeah, I figured as much. There's also, if you want to hang out in the tavern, there's lots of soldiers kind of, on their off time, kind of hanging out, drinking.
Yeah, no, I don't care about any of these people. I'm going to bed.
Okay.
I've worked really hard for the past month. I'm just going to bed. Well, I'm going to spend an hour with the people in my head, responding to and taking care of all the little things. Because I can respond to prayers.
But yeah, no.
That is a really good point.
Because we're halfway there, responding to a prayer.
Like we still have like 1,000 or 2,000 people that are alive that are our worshippers. Can we set up a mental emergency system?
We kind of already have
Attention all followers.
Well,
There's
no,
a tornado.
I can't talk to my followers like you can.
I can.
But what I can hopefully do is listen for the really, really problematic prayers.
Yeah, but you don't know where they are.
Yep.
We already had that. We got that notification when the dragon attacked.
Yeah, but that's when a lot of people had that.
Oh, that's what you mean.
Well, you have to remember that you don't have the ability to pinpoint your followers, so it doesn't matter how well you understand that their prayer is problematic.
You
can't
let me
reach
worry
them.
about pinpointing my followers.
Okay.
So
in general, that is the idea of what happened with the dragon heck. Is once you get enough of them,
so I can't hear individual prayers.
you can, but you don't have a auto filter that tells you.
Can I make one? Can I can I make an angel whose job is to filter through my prayers second by second to categorize them? And
Is he going to walk in and be like, "You've got prayer"?
yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Is
Imagine a robot.
just psychically, all that he does is just psychically categorize them before they come to me.
Thinking a robot with a typewriter in his chest.
Yeah, basically, just I want an angel that is basically a divine Excel sheet.
Be like Bruce Almighty, just post-it notes.
Send him down to talk to people, and he just sees all of these numbers and says, "Be not afraid."
That's funny.
Be a little afraid. Be kind of a little bit afraid.
Or they had that biblically accurate Clippy.
Hey, I noticed you're getting a lot of prayers. Would you like some help with that?
Yeah, basically.
Have you tried killing them?
I am totally okay with this angel looking like Clippy.
I'm not.
It's just a divine pixie looking like a paperclip.
Yeah, you don't have you unless you have an ability that lets you forward your prayers, because you're the one that hears the prayers. It's not that all of your angels hear the prayers.
No, but like I can't make an angel that hears my prayers.
You know what you could do?
Carbon copy.
You could get Keen Mind, which gives you a perfect memory of anything you've just had, and then just sort them yourself. Which
Like
is what
these are all abilities you're talking about.
Yes.
I'm talking about making a new order of angel.
You can take an ability to make that.
Oh, I can't just use conjure, or like can't just
That's
use
not
my.
one of the abilities that is by default. The you can hear prayers ability by default doesn't do a whole lot for you. It is just a feature which other abilities build upon for how you can use it.
Lame. Okay.
In general, you might hear one enough to be like, oh yeah, if I need a plot device at some point. Otherwise, with the way dice were rolled for this single day, as y'all are headed to bed, Old Man, Rolfur, and Stan each get 100 followers. Terry, you get 300, and Billy gets 200. Otherwise, heading...
That almost makes up for that month.
ending your evening in Driton, we will pick up with the next day, into the next time. Like, comment, subscribe, so you can observe the campaign as it continues.